Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to God is My Business Plan. Let's drop in and create some magic today. You ready to create some magic? I'm ready. I'm ready to play with you. I'm ready to dance with you. I'm ready to open up to miracles with you. So let's move and get in our bodies. Let's shake off any leftover exhaustion. Waking up the cells, opening up the heart. Oh, that's my favorite move. Let's do that again. Open up the heart. Let it just melt. Oh, it feels so good. Let's get some fire in our hands. Moving it in a circular position. Breathing in. Breathing out. You're going to breathe in this magical, divine, delicious light. Breathing it in. Cleaning out. You're going to breathe in, and we're going to wake up your gifts. Let's wake up your gifts of seeing visions, hearing the divine, and feeling and knowing truth. So just breathing that in. Final one. We're going to breathe in your fire, your passion. Why is it that you do what you do? Breathe that in. Wake it up all the way from that lower sacral. Feel the vibrations moving through your body, allowing them to reset your system. As we let your body reset into this delicious divine light, we're going to ask that the divine light will touch the walls, the ceilings, the floors, and all the spaces around you, clearing you off completely, clearing your room out completely. There we go. That feels so good. So we're going to call in our team. Let's call in our team. We're going to call in our spiritual team, those who are here to support us, to love us, to give us so much strength. That feels loud tonight. They're here to give us strength. They're here to help us when we are weak, we are tired. We're going to call them in through the divine light to come and sit with us. And I want you to feel that. As soon as I say that, can you feel the presence shift in the room? Can you feel some energy shift into your feet? There's a real grounded energy that comes in when we call in our team. We're going to ask them to support us in this session. We can be guided, that we can be directed. I want you to feel the safety here. There's so much safety in what we've just created. Safety in your body, safety in the room, a level of trust. So I'm going to open up my palms. I want you to do this with me. We're going to feel into how and what are we supposed to do tonight? What is the message? What is the work that's going to expand you so you can expand your work, expand your gifts, expand your mission? Okay, so I want you to imagine that right along the earth, wherever you're at, if you're in your room, if you're outside, wherever you're at, right below you, there are some stones. And I want you to pick one up. We play in the realm of imagination here, okay? You have a stone in your hand. The stone is here to bring you something. So I want you to look at the stone and see, what do you see? Do you see a word? Do you feel a message? Do you see a vision? What do you see when you look at the stone in your mind's eye? So with your eyes closed, looking at the stone through your heart, what do you see? So I wish I could ask you, but whatever you hear, see, feel, know, you're going to write it down in your notebook. Just write it down. And we're going to move forward with what I hear, so I can walk you through a practice. But what's cool is that you've been here with me probably long enough that you could even pause this video and just go in and ask to receive your process for whatever showed up for you. Okay? But we're going to go with what showed up for me so that I can show you how to receive a process. So I saw big and bold, trust. Those are just so strong. Trust. So how are we going to move through this? How do we wake up trust in our body? So every day, I trust that the sun is going to show up. Why? Because the sun shows up every single day. Every day, I trust that I'm going to breathe because I breathe every single day. Now, there are certain things I don't trust because over and over and over, they seem to fail. So imagine if every time I went to turn on my car and it wouldn't turn on, I would stop trusting my car because over and over and over it stopped working. So now every time I go to the car, I expect it to not work because my level of trust is depleted. It's gone, it's broken, it's trashed. But what's the kicker here is that what we expect is what we get. I'll say that again for you. What we expect is what we get. So when we don't have trust, it makes things, let's see if I can find my words. When we don't have trust, we expect the worst, and you get the worst because whatever you expect, you get. One of my favorite teachings from Florence Scovel Shinn is she teaches that however you feel here is actually what you're going to get the result of. Not here, not in your mind. You can say all day long, oh, I want to make $150,000 this year. I want that, I want that, I want that. But in your heart, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to pay my bills and I'm never going to make enough money and I'll never make more than $50,000 a year. Like that's here. This is what creates what you get. This does nothing. It's just noise. You can want all day here. It's not going to do a damn thing. Is this. It's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. So what I expect, I get. So trust comes in and distrust comes in and breaks my ability to hope and believe until something shifts. But nothing's going to shift because my distrust creates the outcomes I don't want. I hope this makes sense. So what we get to do is we get to clean up all the past distrust. And let's start putting out new vibrational frequency. Let's put out a new frequency so that you get what you expect. And let's expect something good so you get something good. How does that feel? That feels real good to me, okay? So, how are we going to forgive all the pieces and all the things and all the times that we distrusted because there was reason why we distrusted? Okay. I see it. Okay. So I want you to see, close your eyes. Let's do this. Close your eyes. I want you to see this beautiful garden of the most magical flowers. And some are yellow and some are pink and some are just the most beautiful purple. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And some are like this really beautiful blue. We've got some yellows in there. And they're gorgeous. They're huge flowers. But there's all these gnarly weeds. Do you know what a goat head is? Oh, I hate goat heads. They're horrible. We have 2 acres of goat heads. It's horrific. They're these gnarly weeds that take over everything. So what I want you to see is that the goat head weeds have gone in and they're strangling the beautiful flowers. They're strangling the beauty. They're strangling the growth. They're strangling the delicious smell that comes out of them. So what we get to do is we're going to dive in to this vision and we're going to pluck out every weed. And every weed is symbolic of someone, something, some experience where you could not trust. I know this is going to feel maybe intense for you, maybe emotional. It's okay. It's okay because we're going to be here together. You have your angels with you. You have your spiritual team. And we're clearing this out so that you can get better results in your life. Your distrust is creating a neediness. Your distrust is creating results that are of lack. Let's clear it out so you can have deep comfort, deep trust, abundance, knowingness, full joy. Okay? The results of this are so much better that it's worth digging up the old weeds. So we're going to go in and we're going to take a weed, and you don't even have to know what this is. So you can know, maybe you saw it. You're going to put it in a fire. We got a fire right here, and you're just going to watch it dissolve in the flames. You're going to pull another weed, and you're going to drop in the fire. Pull another weed, drop in the fire. Get 2 hands going. We got lots of weeds in here. There are a lot of experiences where you couldn't trust people anymore. Couldn't trust situations, you couldn't trust loved ones, you couldn't trust jobs, you couldn't trust money, you couldn't trust family, you couldn't trust yourself. Oh, that's like a big old fat freaking tree. You couldn't trust yourself. Let's pull that one up. Bing! Put that in the fire. We're going to clear that out. So you're going to just pull everything out, pull everything out, pull everything out. And then I want you to sit for a second. I want you to feel the fire next to you, and it's just cleaning, cleansing. All of it's gone. And here in this beautiful space, you're going to open up your heart. It feels so good. Open up your heart, open up your heart, open up your heart. Receiving. Receiving the beauty of these flowers. The flowers are your gifts. So I want you to just look at each flower, and you're going to feel into what does it represent? Does this represent love? Does this one represent abundance? This one represents connection. This one represents joy. And I want you to breathe in, like they have like this vibrational aroma that comes into your body. And you're just going to breathe it in. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, and breathe it out. And you're going to breathe it in and breathe it out. Letting it move through your body. I want you to feel your heart. It feels different, right? Can you feel that? And I want you to put out one thing that you want to expect. Like, what's one thing that you're going to put out there that you would love to bring on back? Do you want to receive deep, profound love? Do you want to receive extraordinary abundance in your business? Abundance of time, abundance of joy, abundance of connection, of laughter, of play, of pleasure. Like, what are all the things that you want? What are all the things that you desire? We're going to bring them in, and I want to land them all the way down to the soles of your feet and all the way into the sacral chakra, which is your lower belly. We're going to land all of these things into your body, letting your body know that this is what you're putting out there, and this is what you're going to receive. And then we're going to plant seeds of trust. Trust that everything is working out for you. So I want you to say, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. When we lean in there, trust begins to become the floor in which we stand. If everything's working out for me, even the hardest things are working in my best interest, I can trust that everything is in my best interest. That's where I land. I don't trust that everything in the world is exactly as I want it. I trust that even the shit, the hell, the pain, the trauma, the trials, like everything that you go through is in your highest good. If you can feel that, if you can land in that is where you land your trust. And when you feel that, like nothing wobbles you, nothing shakes you, nothing moves you. Just really landing how powerful it is to feel this deep, deep, deep trust. Then we're going to move it out a little bit further, okay? Because that's trust here. Now moving it out and rooting into the trust of the divine, of God. That you can land in the divine's energy. You can land in God's energy. You can land in the spiritual realm of knowing that you are supported every single step of the way. And the more you listen here, the more you'll feel that support. So when we stop listening here and we ignore our intuition and we ignore our impressions, the things get wobbly. But the more we listen, we are in tune with our intuition and the inspirations that we receive from the divine, from God, from our angels. Everything becomes solid. So I want you to land in that with me, this solid energy that's here. Oh, you feel that? Like this is trust. So place your hands on your heart, and I just want you to say out loud, I trust myself. I place my trust in the wisdom that everything is always working out for me. I root my trust in God, in the divine, in my spiritual team, that I am deeply supported, held, and loved. I lean in with trust. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So delicious. What a beautiful way to start this morning. I honor you for being here with me, for being in this magical space. I wrap you in the deepest love. I hold you in my love. May you have a day filled with trust, with the surety that comes from trust, and the ease that will roll out from your heart. It's so beautiful. Have a wonderful, magical day, and I'll see you tonight.